So why are stories so important? Well, stories are how we transmit information and share common values. We tell stories to children not only to entertain them, but to get them to grasp the notions of good and bad and to think about how other people feel. Stories allow us to develop empathy towards others as we emotionally connect with the story's protagonist. Therefore, what stories really do is to tell us about ourselves. So using storytelling well in our businesses really taps into all these ideas of empathy and connection. In order to demonstrate this idea, I want to bring in storyteller extraordinaire Charles Dickens. I've got his book here, Christmas Carol, which is one of my favourite books. His storytelling was so effective, not only because the language is so beautiful, but also because he drew his characters so well and got the public to empathise with them so deeply that his books changed the way many people thought about the poor. It got them to think about what those experiences were like for the poor in Victorian England. Because you'll know from a lot of his books, those were the subjects. He talked a lot about poverty and people that were really struggling. So his books sparked debate and encouraged people to think differently about how society was set up. Some even argue that they played a major role in bringing about reforms and maybe even planted the seed for what would eventually be called the welfare state. All by simply telling stories.